Officially married you guys, so we're kind of like a an odd threesome, just in the legal sense though, not in the sense. The legal sense.
It's a very wholesome threesome.
It's all very paperwork oriented.
Yeah, totally. Paperwork oriented. Yeah, I remember having to come down to I don't know if I should say this live, but I'm going to do it anyway. Going down to Keys on Main to, hey, Reverend, could you sign our marriage certificate? Remember that?
Did we sign it in the bar?
In the bar. You dueling on your piano.
That is awesome.
Might even come up in the middle of the set. Like, excuse us.
Let me grab
excuse
a
us.
water real quick. Yeah. That was so
Good thing
fun.
you were the highest paid marriage license, the marriage certificate I had to sign there. Could have gotten booted. Be like, they wanted more. They wanted more. Okay. Let us start with a song that one of my favorite versions ever performing this song was right here in this living room, shortly after I wrote it. And I just started playing it, and Sean didn't know. I don't know. You just for some reason you got on
song.
the vibe of it.
Yeah, you played that song, and I was like, this is an old Irish tune that I could feel my ancestors dancing through my bones. So I jumped up and I started stomping my feet, and yeah, it was just brilliant, man.
But you happened to be videoing it the whole time.
I was, yeah. I was videoing it, and I sent it to my friend Earl.
You sent it to me too.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
that was awesome.
So you heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
And it was so because it was exactly what I feel the song was meant to do.
Yes.
Kind of like make it just move. So, and you just really, other than that video, heard it last night for the first time. And you guys got out of some teaching sessions and various things, and we're jumping in here with no rehearsals.
No rehearsal game.
This is loosely based on the old hymn, I'll Fly Away, which went I'll fly away, oh, I'll fly away. I don't know if they had that in Denmark. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. But depending on how you interpret that, when I die, I think sometimes I've thought of that as more like, okay, this is about heaven, the place you go to after you kick the bucket. And what really inspired this song is all of the ways that we can, just by opening up our awareness, can experience a heaven right here. And just maybe the look at the face of a lover, or a sunset, or the beauty of anything, the ability to breathe and to be alive can take us off that place where we can fly away.
Look within.
Fly away.
Yeah.
I fly away, oh glory, I fly away. I fly away, oh glory, I fly away, oh, I fly away, oh glory, I fly away, oh hallelujah, I fly away. Oh, Officially, my second favorite version of that song yet. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that was fun. Harmonies are great. Oh, the rhythm's great. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo! That's good.
So this show is broadly called Pub Pop and Poetry, which means we got to do some pub pop. We also got to do some poetry. So we've been lately reading From a Year with Rumi, daily readings. Today, of course, is September 9th. This also proves that we're live on the day. We're doing. It doesn't prove anything. This isn't a newspaper.
We're not out to prove
That's
anything.
what the movies do, right? September 9th. This is a short one called No Better Love. No better love than love with no object. No more satisfying work than work with no purpose. If you could give up tricks and cleverness, that would be the cleverest trick. No better love than love with no object. No more satisfying work than work with no purpose. Does that seem kind of like... It trips with my brain a little bit because often love is associated with an object. A great love is a thing that can be...
Can be loved.
But this is wanting to zoom out even more and saying that no better love than love with no object. No more satisfying work than work with no purpose.
I really like that because it's the presence of it.
Yeah.
It's not having to have some sort of end goal in sight, but rather being present with the journey of love and the journey of work, and not having to have some end goal.
Or maybe like the satisfaction and the joy of work.
Yeah.
Satisfying.
Enjoying it.
I've thought of, I've been trying to think of love as less something that I give or that I receive, like something from my heart that I could give you love, or I could give you love, or I could receive love. But think of it like an expansion where like whatever I was thinking of as love in my heart, I just expand it to where it includes you. And if you're gonna be within that inclusion of love, great. But even if you try to walk outside of that inclusion of love, you haven't taken anything from me. I've just expanded what I have to include you.
You are being loved.
Yes.
You are love.
Yes,
I'm
not something that's
we are
given or
love.
had. It's just
Yes, exactly.
But that's a way I've
Yeah.
seen to visualize
that.
it. Isn't a thing that it's a thing become an expanse beyond.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Dive
Beautiful.
into my bubble of love.
That feels good.
Satiate me. We are going to do a pub pop version later of a song that is on my Disney medley, currently on YouTube. It is Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. This was sitting at this piano last night, and we started singing it, and Circa starts singing it as it's written, and it's beautiful. She has a lovely voice, but she wasn't. You weren't
I wasn't
quite feeling it.
No.
And then what did you do?
Well, I went back to my native tongue because I am from Denmark. So when I was a little girl, I watched Pocahontas in Danish, and I listened to the song in Danish, and I realized some of the words was just too darn hard for me. So I just went back to finding the Danish lyrics, and then I felt the love.
Yeah, then you felt the love.
Yes.
Then you.
So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do the Danish version.
Okay, I'm having to do a little bit of my own sound work and turn this mic up a little when we're talking and down a little bit when we're singing.
We're playing.
But hopefully, so here's "Colors of the Wind," performed with the piano by yours truly, and the words in Danish by Lily Circa. Here we go.
All right. Tror I ejer hvert et land I finder, at alting kun er skabt til jeres gavn. Men jeg ved alt omkring os her på jorden, har et liv, har en sjæl og har et navn. Jeg tror at alle fremmede er fjender og behandler det naturen, som I vil. Men prøv at følge et fremmed spor i skoven. Det er en verden, I slet ikke kender til. Har du aldrig hørt på ulvene en stjernenat og set en vildkat blinke ned til den? Kan du synge højt med stemmerne i bjergene? Kan du male alle vindens farver fra? Kan du male alle vindens farver fra? Kom med at skjulte stier gennem skoven. Kom med og pluk de søde modne bær. Kom med og oplev al naturens rigdom. Men lad være med at spørge, hvad alt er værd. De dybe floder her er mine brødre. Hejre og hver ådder er min ven, og vi er bundet sammen i naturen. I en ring, hvor alt bliver skabt på ny igen. Har du aldrig hørt på ulvens stjernenat og set en vildkat blinke ned til den? Kan du synge højt med stemmerne i bjergene? Kan du male alle vindens farver fra? Kan du male alle vindens farver fra? For højt vil man ørnenes træ. Det vil ingen se, hvis vi fælder det. Vi vil aldrig høre på ulvenes stjernenat og lytte til naturen ligesom den. For vi kan synge højt med stemmerne i bjergene. Vi kan male alle vindens farver fra. Og den jord, som I vil tage, er kun jord til i en dag. Se, hvordan I maler vindens
Gorgeous.
I love that song.
You know what it
Thank
makes
for
me
playing
think
that
of?
with me.
It makes me think of this America's Got Talent.
Oh,
America's Got Talent.
am I in front of your GoPro?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it right here instead. It makes me think of this America's Got Talent where this she was an Irish traveler actually, like someone that lived in Ireland and like a side cultural descendant of like the Gypsies.
The Gypsies.
Yes.
Yeah.
She gypsy, but she good gypsy.
She go gypsy, but they're known as Irish travelers, and she goes out and she's all, literally lives like I do, and travels around, and she goes, gets all dolled up, and she sings this beautiful song, and I forget which of the judges were like asked her a little more, got her story, and she was like, started talking a little bit about the songs that her father would sing her in Irish when she was growing up, and they were like, sing one of those.
Yes.
And it just brought everyone to fucking tears because it was like it had it like the quality of her voice went from being good to just having that's what I hear when you switch to Danish right there.
She's
Woo!
owning it.
So much.
Owning it.
Well,
Owning
When
it.
you're in your own language, you get to
That's
really feel the
I
words.
should write some Danish songs, huh?
Should try. Okay, here's what we have to do now. Let's do your song. This morning, I had a complete brain fart. Could not remember the title of your song. But I could just remember like versions of it, so it would be
Just
like
remember, it's
like a
it all started with cheese.
Mannycoat. It'd be like Flanny Slope. Brandy.
Randy Float.
Brandy.
What is it actually? What is it actually?
Root beer float. It all started with a block of cheese.
Block of cheese.
You know, you find your inspiration sometimes in the most unusual places.
I have found so much inspiration in blocks of cheese.
Have you? It's
So many.
It is an untapped resource. I find that I don't think a lot of people are taking enough time to smell their cheese before they write.
I think it's an important thing.
You always got to smell your cheese before you write.
I think it's important that the people watching understand that they are not only getting great music, but really great life and creative advice. Really great. And hey, you guys, that is for free. That is for free.
That's for
You hear
free.
that?
That's all free.
Okay, what is this song actually called though?
So it's called Nanny Goat.
Nanny Goat.
And I know I have my phone around here somewhere.
Nanny goat.
There? Nope, that's
Okay.
hers.
That's okay.
Do you remember the lyrics?
Yeah. So this is started off with about the cheese, smelling the cheese and just kind of going, "Oof, nanny goat." But it became into this song that I was actually touched by dearly, just thinking of all those people in my life that were a little bit of a prude and how I relate to some of that prudeness in myself, and then learning to deal with it and adopt my own rebellion against my pruidity.
Ooh, a rebellion against your pruidity. Okay.
That's cool.
My own
Speaking of
pruidity.
book
Okay.
clubs, what?
Huh?
Nothing.
Nanny goat, where gone me nanny? Nanny last in a cabin while you left me so cold.
Oh, Patty Coat. That's a good one.
Patty colors.
That's what we were singing, eh? No.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's a really good cheese too, nanny goat.
Nanny goat. Is
It's
that's
really
actually a
good.
type of
It's
cheese?
Goat cheese.
It's a dynamite goat
really
cheese.
good.
I mean,
haven't been
it'll
able
hit
to
you in the
find
nostrils.
it. We haven't been able to find
Yeah,
it
we-
since then.
Yeah.
It's like it came into our lives, so you could write the song, and now
It
it's
did.
gone.
That's right.
We can't find it.
Just like that inspiration,
Yeah,
sometimes
it's
it
like,
just comes in
ah, man.
Okay. We've had some pop, we've had some poetry, we've had some Danish Disney. I think we even you had some Scottish in there, didn't you?
Yeah, the dinnakin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dinnakin,
the
that's
dinnakin. That means dinna means don't, and kin means no.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah, I
you
didn't-
know?
I don't know why you left me so.
And
cold,
lass,
but-
of course, Scottish
Lass,
for.
yeah.
Okay, so we're
And
all over the map.
Sassenach, too,
Sassenach means outlander.
Outlander.
We got to go back to the pop though now.
Go for it.
We did some Danish
I'll do dancing.
Disney, but now we're gonna do some pop Disney. Haha. Much like you can hear a bit of it full production on the Disney medley currently on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out where my lyrics are. There we go. Takes my fingers a little bit to get warmed up.
Ah.
Think you own whatever land you land on. Earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. To think the only people who are people are people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn water? Ask the grinning bobcat why he's green. Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. Oh, I messed up the second verse. The second verse goes like this. Come around the hidden pine trails of the forest. Oh, come rise the better. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come rolling all the riches all around you. And for once, never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brother. The heron and the otter are my friends. We are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. Oh, I got a sycamore go if you cut it down, you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. So whether you have a white or a copper spear, we must sing with all the voices of the mountain. We must play with all the colors of the wind. We'll play with all the colors of the wind. Colors of the wind. That would be from, yeah, pop version. Okay, I think
Like
we
my
covered a lot of
galloping on my
ground.
thighs.
That was a good gallop.
Imagine riding a horse, looking at the colors of the wind. That's awesome.
It sounds a little too like a bowron, which is an Irish drum that I'm about to buy.
Oh.
That I put in a lot of my songs, actually. I just put
Ooh.
samples of it, but I'm getting one that I can just go and actually play.
Cool.
So rad. Okay, we did pop, we did poetry, we did Scottish, we did Danish.
Yeah.
Huge thanks to my friends Sean and Circa. You guys are lovely.
You are
That's
too.
going to be a show. I'll be back tomorrow at 11:11.